Bum, 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 bum. I've got my coffee. It's time to start another recording session. It's a brand new day. It's August 30th, 2022. Man, I have no idea when this video is actually coming out. Given that Dishonored 2 is still running, this is probably coming out way after August 30th. Where were we going and what were we doing? I believe hitting escape shows me my objectives. Seat of power. Oh, I currently don't have any objectives. I actually forget what was just happening. I'm sure we'll get a recap. Or we'll get a reminder soon enough. Spec Ops Scarab. Oh, right. I have my Reflex Scarab right now. But the Spec Ops Scarab had the underbarrel shotgun, the light shotgun. Yeah, which turns out to be not really that great when you're actually carrying a shotgun already. Ooh, that is fun, though. I sort of still want to try this. Let's go. And I still have my Marshal. This is the main alien killer right here. Flank. What else can I do, though? We don't have to necessarily follow that. Although we could look around here.
Infiltrate the aliens.
You should be able to make out some exposed elements of the alien structure from where you are now. The ship Lockhart's pilot shut down. They had to have docked somewhere above ground. Look for anything resembling a tower or a silo.
I like how blatantly obvious they make it. Look for anything above ground that's alien that might be a tower. Holding F will put it dead center in front of your screen. We recommend attack assessment as you enter that door, or I guess exit from that door, so that you can see this number 2 to observe, so that I can tell you to look at that tower, and then we can tell you to hold F to look at that tower. They have definitely made it very easy. Oh, right. That's right. We did this yesterday. Ah, I can hear them thinking. Wait, do they see me? I'm not close. There we go. I'm not getting... Oh, they're all coming my way. They've alerted each other. Well then. I guess I was doing some pretty good marking there. Kind of want to see how effective this thing is. The underbarrel shotgun. Shit. What? That really wasn't that bad. Come and get me, boys. It's actually not that great. You have to be right up in their guts for that to work. Back to the Marshal. Come on. Oh. Whoa. Trying to reveal me, huh? Look, let me show you how to kill someone. Look who's next. Look who's next. It's you. You're next. Oh, I suck. Good thing I have a suit that gives me armor. Now I've got to run over all of your nano juices. Give me all of your sparkly nano juices. There's some. I love your juices, aliens. That's right. I'm coming for more of that.
Look at this ecology. Have you ever wanted to visit an alien planet? The This may be as close as you'll ever come. If only we had more time.
I know, right? What an opportunity this all presents. Thankfully, this suit is doing science of its own, and as I pick up their nano juices, we're getting to learn more about them. So it's not a completely lost opportunity, Mr. Hargreave. Not a completely lost opportunity in the slightest. They dropped a number of bad boys down here. Alright. Well, this guy's gotta go. Let's see what we can do about him. Is he dead? He's dead. And that instantly lowers my stealth meter. Good. Because the whole point of getting rid of him was so that we could move past these guys. Switching to the Marshal. Oh, you found a dead friend? You found a dead colleague? Well, someone is gonna find two. Someone's got aggro on me here. I don't know, this underbarrel launcher, this underbarrel shotgun, it's got its situational uses. But so does the real deal. Oh crap. Gotta watch out for that. He got a little close to me there. I think they are misunderstanding me when I say I want their juices. It's not what they think it means. Something much more violent than they're hoping. Oh, you walked right into those. How did that feel? Was that sucky? Looked like it was sucky. Man. I hope I don't die in a sucky way. Actually, the way he died wasn't really that sucky at all. It was fast. I think that's what we all hope for when it comes to our time. Just quick and painless, man. Quick, painless, and as long as we're happy in the moment, you know? You know, an ex-girlfriend, she wasn't really my girlfriend. She was, actually, I'm not gonna go into that story. Anyway, this, I don't know how to put it, girl. Never mind. Anyway, this girl I knew, we were talking about death. What a deep topic to get into here. We were talking about death, and she goes, look, I don't care if I'm happy in the rest of my life. I just hope that I'm happy in the moment that I die. Like, I just hope that I'm happy then. I don't care about what's going on in the rest of my life. And that made a lot of sense to me. I was like, you know what? She's really in tune with her emotions if she's thinking that way, you know? Because when you're happy in the moment, most things that bother you don't really matter, right? Like, you don't really care because you're happy. That's part of the definition of being happy. So I get it. Like, as long as I'm happy in the moment, I don't care about what's going on in the rest of my life. I just want to be happy in the moment I die. Crap, this big tentacle's in my way. Oh, those buildings are falling down. That's probably bad. We should move. Oh, I can't get up these stairs. Stealth scarab. Yeah, you know what? I think I want my stealth scarab back. No, I want a reflex scarab. Actually, they're both the same thing. Actually, this scarab just works just fine. All I gotta do is go extended clip. Yeah, we'll go extended clip on this thing with a silencer. There we go, that works. Marshal. Actually, what upgrades do we have here? The Marshal. It's not really that much of a versatile weapon. It has a very straightforward purpose. And about this, we aren't going to complain. Give me my ammunition. Don't need any of this stuff. Oh, actually, this is C4, isn't it? But I've got plenty of that, I think. Switch to this, mouse wheel up. Yeah, we're good. No, that's grenades. Grenades. There's my C4. I got plenty of that stuff. All right, we're ready. Nice little resupply point. Are they fighting? Oh no, they're just coming out of their pods. Ah, what the actual frickle tackle? Good morning. Oh, that was an insta-kill. Yeah, they got a lot of their alien goopy goop in the back unarmored. That's obviously the best point to attack them. In the goopy goop. Come on, you big gooper. Oh, you're gonna get gooped. I'm gonna goop. I'm gonna goop all over you. That's not... That's not what I meant. I'm going to goop all over you. My eyes are watering. It's just such a disgusting way to say that. I don't even know what I'm actually saying when I say that. Sorry, I forgot to bring out my notepad. I normally have a notepad in front of me while I'm recording. So I can make notes for editing later. It's just a lot easier for me to do that. Oh my goodness, so I took that opportunity to laugh and get my notepad. Jesus, that was hilarious. Ah, he's on me! There we go, that one ought to do it. That was close. That was a lot of grenades I just used there. Whoa! Time to move. Stop it! Time to change positions entirely. Let's go. Ooh, I was not in a great spot there. But we have become in a great spot. Oh god. Ah, that's what it. What the fuck are you? I didn't even notice that you were just some sort of big hole. Ah! Ah! Fuck you. Ah! Why are you seeing me? My energy is gone. Stop it. All right, dude. How would you like some C4? That work on you? Oh, a little bit, not really. Try again. Did I get you? I got you. Damn, you are big. Give me your goop. Yes. I got your nano goop. Oh my goodness, he was worth 500. What's air friction? Provides extra control when falling. Okay, that seems like a completely useless ability. Proximity alarm. Automatic warning when an enemy is nearby. I mean, that one seems like the upgrade for people who have literally no situational awareness. I'm not gonna worry about that. I guess the threat tracer is good. It is only 100 at this point, and everything else looks like it sucks. There's also the tracker. Nano retards. I don't know. We'll get threat tracer, see what that's about. Reload? Nope, we good. There we go, we can reload this. And who are you? Dead man sitting. I think we're okay. And those big guys are really goopy. Wait a minute. I have to know. Can I climb this? I feel like I'm slipping. I'm still slipping, but the hold F to look thing is still there, so I gotta hold it. Nothing is going on. Okay, you obviously can't make it up there. Let's get back on a nice sprintable surface. Whoop, there we go. There we go. Oh good, we unlocked new music. Wi-Fi 897, diagnosis 123.
I'm afraid there's some bad news, son. The DoD plan to bomb out the Rawson flood barrier and drown the lower city in an attempt to wipe out the Ceph. In all probability, this insanity is gonna go ahead despite my protests, and I don't want you underground when it does. You must get to the heart of the alien structure with all speed, Alcatraz, and then exit. We don't have much time.
Okay, Mr. Hargreave. I don't know why, but I immediately like you. Gould doesn't. Gould doesn't like you, and I'm sure a lot of others don't. But Tara wanted me alive because you wanted me alive. You seem to be looking out for the greater interests of humanity.
I hesitate to use cheap Earth fauna analogies. God knows I'm going to start sounding like Nathan Gould if I do. But what we're dealing with here probably answers to the equivalent of an insect hive. The level of alien infestation in these tunnels is likely to be high. Find Reeves and his men. I lost contact when they entered the submarine system. But watch yourself, son. I want you out of there in one piece.
That I can do. Like I was saying, Hargreave, you seem to be looking out for the better interests of humanity. You don't want to flood the lower district, mostly because you're looking out for me. I realize I'm probably your greatest investment this suit is, and I also realize you probably think I'm humanity's greatest hope at the same time. So of course your primary interest is in not wanting to flood the lower city is to save me, but it's also going to benefit a lot of people. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You're I'm getting a sort of neutral, like a true neutral vibe off of you. But maybe leaning neutral good? I don't know. I don't know, man. I hear the radio chatter. What about those grenade refills, huh? I did use a bunch of those. I don't want to be running it in the middle here. Let's try something along these lines. This place looks crazy.
Squid! Open fire!
Squad! Squads! You found squads! Ooh, did I save him? No, I didn't. Dang. Dang, that's a bummer. Yeah, nanovision will help here. Wow, nanovision makes easy targets of them. Because you can very clearly see all their cephalopod goodness that you can fire at. Knowing that, I'm probably going to use that against the next big one I see. Recommend TAC assessment. Explore. Ledge grab. Observe. Mark target, mark target. Main objective, mark target. Explore, observe. All right. Ledge grab. Actually, ledge grab is kind of close. We'll take that as a cue that we should probably try that out first. Actually, let's get back here first and regenerate. You're awfully close, friend. Adieu. Ooh. Oh, this isn't going to provide cover for too long. Hey, buddy. You want some of that? That didn't work at all. Well, they don't see me now. Oh, that's a jaw. I have the high ground here, but it's not doing me too much good. Let's get down here. I feel like it's just obstructing my ability to fire. He retreated pretty quick, didn't he? Nano. Killing aliens is cool. I'm glad it's like a staple in gaming. Grenades! Oh yeah, baby. Explore. Observe. Nothing this way? Really? Alright, Nanosuit. If there's like some sort of collectible or bonus in here, or an alternate route, then I'm gonna be mad at you that you didn't recommend this as a tack assessment. Although, if it was a bonus, it's not really tactical, alright? Well, it's a resupply, which is tactical. Stealth Marshal, ranged Scar. You know what? I kind of have been wanting a ranged option in here. Though it's hard to give up a shotgun against the Ceph. Maybe shotgun into ranged Scar? Shotgun and ranged Scar, I mean? I know that this is semi-auto. Oh, but it's the hard one to aim because of the mouse sensitivity. What options have we for you? I don't know. Let's keep my trusty Scarab. It's just something I've become accustomed to at this point. Assault rifle shotgun seems good. You know what? We will give up the shotgun for now, for the time being, for the ranged option. I really don't know how well this works against the Ceph, so I want to try it. It is nice being able to get a nice further view. If nothing else, that's a big bonus, especially in a place that's dark like this. Gonna stick with my Scarab in the meantime. Exploration option yields what exactly? Ammunition. Wait, Mark 60 Mod 0. Oh, that's an LMG. Hmm. Whoa. What? What? I like the laser sight idea as hip fire for this thing. Now, can I put like a scope on you? Nope, just a laser sight. So that means we give up our scarab for the scar. What a weird development this is. All right, so instead of using our trusty scarab and our shotgun, we are using a scar and Big Bertha here. Okay, let's go play. Cool, that was a good option. Put the assault scope back on. Now we'll get to number 3 and hit that observe option, huh? Is that it? Is there any more? Is it just you guys? Ranged scar. What do we say here? Well, that doesn't work. That doesn't work too bad. Oh my god, wielding a big gun in a game. It's usually not my style. I mean, you've seen me normally use like more medium style weapons. ARs and shotguns, you know, small arms, but stuff like this, while still considered technically small arms, is heavier. I don't know. I normally don't do this kind of thing, but it is such a delight when I do. I hear some fans.
Radio Free Manhattan here, and here for those of you still clinging on in this shattered city. I got a message of hope for you people, or the next best thing. In a late-breaking and startling display of common sense, the powers that be in Foggy Bottom have rescinded the cell mandate over New York and deployed, get this people, an elite force of U.S. Marines to throw these tentacled motherfuckers out of our city! So get ready for some changes,
My
people!
men. Well, that explains why their comms went down. I had hoped.
Right here.
Well, never mind. Casualties of war, I suppose. We all make sacrifices. See if you can find their scanning gear. Might give us a little advance warning on what we're heading into.
Scanning gear, scanning gear. This way.
The U.S. Marine Corps does not have sheriffs. The U.S. Marine Corps does not have directors or procurators. The U.S. Marine Corps is staffed by men and women who have sworn to defend this country. And that means you, people, against all enemies, foreign or domestic. And that most certainly includes...
That guy is hyper annoying. Nothing left. Perhaps something over to the right. Look at all that melted human goop. Hue goop. This game might as well be called Crysis Goop. Maximum Goop.
Tactical options available.
Goop Edition. It's all a bunch of little ones, I think. Back to the good old assault scope to get a better view. Let's try that ledge grab. Whoop. Yeah, it's all a bunch of little guys.
Mitchell Reeves. Aside from Tara Strickland, he was the best I had. From the look of the feed I'm getting from you, the spore loop is running near dormant levels.
Destroy the spore conduit. Access the spore silo.
You little bastard! I didn't pay attention to what Hargreave just said. I was too focused on trying to swat these guys. He's like, man, these were my... Oh, Reeves was the best I had besides Tara. Now you gotta go somewhere. That's what I got out of that, so... Let me know in the comments if I was right. That was the gist, huh? Oh, they're scanning equipment? Be this it? No, wait. Destroy the spore conduit. Oh. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can... At any... There we go.
Excellent. Now, we need to get you inside the central structure. Looking at the schematics Reeves and his team managed to transmit, I'd suggest you try to blast loose one of the spoke seals and use the resulting rupture to effect entry. Look for any weakness in the structure.
Okay, I gotta go blast a structural weakness. Thankfully, my suit knows what it's doing. Range scar for the... Oh, the hammer is nice.
Tactical options available.
I do like that pistol. Exit, flank, main objective. Resupply. Okay, there we go.
Magnificent, isn't it? Like some vast coral ecology. Can we even doubt that these creatures evolved in an ocean?
Sabotage the spore conduit. Interface with the spore veins.
Ah, I see. Oh, look at you. You know, for having a scope, this thing doesn't kick as hard as you'd think. It's a good gun for having a scope, honestly. Normally an automatic weapon with a scope kicks too hard to use full auto while scoped, but some of them are stable enough to do exactly that. Boom. Flank. Neutralize. Exit through there. Oh. Hey, buddy. You want to play? God, that is satisfying. Anyone else? You know what? We're just gonna go down there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That threat assessment is kind of cool. I mean, the whatever it's called, threat tracer. Yeah, that's kind of cool. The way it shows the bullets like that. Coming my way. Don't mind if you do. Oh, this thing is super cool. Oh, God, it feels good firing this thing, man. We're gonna need to hit up our resupply though, because we go through ammo. It's got a low amount of ammo. I mean, you got 100 in the mega box, the Boxazine, but only 100 in reserve. Just gotta pick up all of this goop. It's delicious. Speaking of, let's see if we've unlocked anything potentially. Air friction sounds dumb. What about stealth tracker? Highlights enemy routes. Oh. Is there any of these upgrades that makes my coffee stay hot for longer? Yes, X, it's called a thermos. Look, I can't afford a thermos. I'm just getting my YouTube channel started again, okay? Hopefully by the time this video airs, I will have been able to afford a thermos. But hey, there's always that donate button and the Patreon, everybody, if you'd like to help me get a thermos. Sorry, I gotta kind of play the game a little bit. I hate mentioning shit like that, but oh, you're one of the big uns. Oh shit, let's stay here. Let's hope he doesn't see us. I want to play with him. There. Now, with the scope up and nanovision. So, mostly we just fire on him. Anyone in his top half? Oh, it's still in the back there. Oh, you took all of that, huh? All right, let's change tactics. Oh God, this thing is fucking cool. Okay. Nice. I think we're done here. Also, let's not forget, this thing has an assault scope. I could single fire with it too. Oh, it's also like the other one too, where it's hard to aim. I guess the assault scope is just hard to aim because mouse sensitivity doesn't change. Interface with the spore veins. I can do that? Question mark? Or the suit can? Let's hope. Nope, that seems like the logical course of action.
That seems to be working. Good. But you'll need to repeat the procedure with the other spokes. That should bring the whole system up to full pressure.
So we're trying to bring this whole nest thing down. Maybe free New York City from this hell it's currently going through. I want to use the scope on this thing. What is this? Oh, we're wanting to scope. Back to the laser sight on you. Okay, this is scary. Not having an assault rifle is scary, but we're gonna swap to the DSG-1 and see what options it has. Okay, if I need to, I can take this sniper. Oh, we're putting a silencer on it first of all. But if I need to, we can take this. Well, this doesn't affect its stats either. We can take this and go to a reflex sight if necessary. Sniper rifle with a reflex sight, that's in a pinch. Let's put that sniper scope back up. Fix up our grenades.
Tactical options available.
Ascend that way, flank from here. Neutralize that target. Resupply. Ooh, the resupply is a good one to have up. Now, one target there, another there. Scanning for movement. This sniper rifle puts rounds right through their armor, no problem. That's awesome. Is that another? Oh, it's another couple of them out there. Hold shift, E, click. 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 Might also try something like this. Let's go ahead and put the assault scope on my LMG here and see if we can just hold shift and I have no idea if I got him. No clue at all. That's funny. All right, let's grab some more bullets. I know there was another box back here. Oh no, that's grenades. All right, well, we have a resupply option down below. Let's go take